into this order block and you entered your position, what really happened here? The stop loss get hunted. So after getting hunted, your position started to go into your direction. Do you know why the most of the time when you enter the trade, price goes to your stop loss? I'm here to explain you. So what really happening is price is pushed to your stop loss for the liquidity. So let me explain here how your trades are getting stopped out and avoid getting stopped out. I'm going to explain here. So first thing is market works in the liquidity. That's how the algorithm is trained to get your liquidity and make their positions, and they will ride the market. So let me explain here what is the problem. So first thing is the breakout system is fake. It's not fake, it's faking you. The breakout system faking you. For an example, you can see the low here is break and you will enter into the position around the retest. What will happen? You are keeping the stops above this. And what really happened here? Price took your stop loss and started continuing pushing down. So this is the problem most of the traders facing. So I'm gonna clear this out for you. So what's the main reason you're getting stopped out is when you are entering sell positions here. When you are entering sell positions here, your stop loss will be at here. When your stop loss gets stopped out, which means your sell positions are getting buyed here. So the banks would sell more positions at here. So that's why your position is always getting stopped out. That's the reason behind that. So they can manage to put more amount of money here and push the market further down. This is how exactly every time it's happened. For example, here you can see the price break the low and you have some order block here. When you enter into the order block, keeping the stop above this, what happened is price really took your stop loss and went down again. So every single time this is what happening. After taking the stop loss, so for example, you can see price really took this low and you're waiting to enter into this order block and you entered your position. What really happened here? The stop loss get hunted. So after getting hunted, your position started to go into your direction. What is the reason why it is happening again and again and again? So let me show you how to avoid this. First thing you need to know two things in your mind. First, the two things are liquidity and demand. How you're gonna find the liquidity and how you're gonna find the demand. These two things helps you in trading. So first thing is liquidity. So how you can identify the liquidity? Imagine you as a retail trader. So you are entering into the position where you are going to keep your stop. So for example, I'm a retail trader. I'm going to keep my stop at some highs. For example, I'm just clear on this. So what I'm gonna do as a retail trader is getting into the position right back the low breaks and I'm getting into the position and keeping the stop above this area. So what really happened is price came and took this high, and so what you really want to understand is keep in your mind what retail traders would do. That's the main thing in every market, in every day you have to keep in mind. You have to think what the retail traders would do. So they simply keep their stop above these areas and they enter here. So this is how the market really works. Each and every single time the stops gets hunted. So for that you need to imagine different kinds of entry systems in your mind, how the retailers would enter into the market. So that's how you can really make money. So there is nothing continuously happen in the market. So you have to identify what's going to happen. So let me explain here. So here is an area you can see here. So what really happened is, so think as a retailer. So what would the retailer do? The retailer would do sell the price here because the low is broken here. So keep the liquidity, keep their stops above this. And what really happened, you can see the price came and took their stops and continue pushing down. So So you have to think in the scenarios how the retailers would enter the market. For examples, what happen is, so here the support and resistance. So what is going to happen here is price price tapping at this and break this. What people would do is they think the price is gonna push from here. So that's not really gonna happen. Price came down and took this liquidity and continue pushing higher. This is how you need to think. So these low, these low, these low, these three lows are considered as stop losses. So where you have to enter into the position. So this is where you have to enter into the position. This is the area you have to enter into the position. So let me explain here. So this high is broken. So what really price expecting is some kind of liquidity. When the price expecting, what do you think? You have to think as a retailer, what the retailer would do. So when the price breaks in high, what a retailer would do, he enter into the position. When the price, what a retailer would do is mark and Fibonacci. They think the price has been tapped at the golden zone. This is the golden zone. They think the price has been tapped at the golden zone. So they're gonna enter the position into from there and keep the stops below that and trying to enter the market. So what here happened? So as now you have to think as a retail trader how they gonna keep their stop. So you know the retailers are gonna keep their stops below this. So what you gonna do is wait until the retailers gets hunted, and after that you're gonna enter into the push, or simply you can put your entry where you put your stops usually. That's how it's gonna work exactly. So next time you have to understand how to enter into the liquidity area. So for example, when the trend switch is happening, it needs enormous liquidity. So what really happen is high manipulations would happen. So let me explain here. So what happened here is you can see the price is breaking this low, created in a consolidation area and break with high momentum. With high momentum explains that what with the high momentum explains that manipulate, which means manipulating the bias. Many of the people will buy here because the candle looks too big, so I'm going to enter into the position. That is how the people will think. So that is not the market is going to do. So what happened from there, you will see the price break and started pushing down. This is how the trend switch would happen. So massive stop losses, massive people get manipulated at the trend switch areas. So another trend switch I can explain another trend switch here. So what here happened is people will buy here and keep their stops here. People who buy here, so for example, people who buy here keep the stops here. When they get stopped out, and after stopped out, they are seeing the massive sell candle coming up here. So they think the market is gonna sell down, and they entering into the sell position and keeping the stops above this. In both the ways they get stopped out. You can see the both the ways they get stopped out from the buy side and sell side. After you can see how the market really pushed. So using your liquidity, market really pushed higher. So next thing I'm gonna tell you is look for the liquidity areas. Only enter into the liquidity areas. That is what going to helps you to make a lot of money. So you have I'm gonna enter into the position here and keeping my stops below this. So what really happened? You can see what really happened. Price made a manipulation to enter into the position, took the stops and continue pushing higher from there. This is how you have to think. Another example I can tell, each and every single examples, they are different, but the one really thing you have to keep in the mind is where the retail traders put their stop. That is the only main thing you have to keep in your mind. So another example here. So retail traders are gonna enter into the buy position here and keeping the stops below. What really happens? You get stopped out and the positions started buying crazily the position started buying. So that's how you have to think. So another, you can see the same example here itself. The candles are too massive here, and what really happened is from there at this high break many people will think it's gonna fly like a hell something. So there is nothing has happened like that. The price pushed down from there. So price pushed down from there. So that is the second thing. So let me explain the demand zone. What is the demand actually? You are saying that liquidity is everything, and now you are telling there is a demand zone that is going to work. Yeah, there are demand zones, they are gonna work because the institutional itself needs some supports to push the price higher. So for examples, I'm gonna show you here. So why the institutionals itself need some support. So for example, price here came here and took the liquidity, the massive liquidity of took the 7 days liquidity high. And what really happened? Here the demand zone that helps the price to push down. So let's see how the price pushed down. So when the price needs some big retracements, I mean when the price needs some big push, it's look for demands actually, because the price is buying from here for four days. The price is buying. So now suddenly after taking liquidity, price can't able to sell. So price need a demand. So price choose this as a demand and pushed down. So these and all the place where price needs some demand to push down or push higher. So for an example, again, you can see here the consolidation happen, price breakdown high. You can see the price breakdown high and manipulated people to enter into the market and came back down to this area. So came back down into these areas. So what really happened from here? Price pushed higher. That's it, simple. You have to keep this in mind so that you can win every single trade in the market. So in upcoming videos, I'm gonna explain you how the liquidity entries work, different kind of liquidity entries I'm gonna show in upcoming videos. So stay tuned guys, subscribe to the channel and you can get some amazing videos in the upcoming weeks, and I'll explain different kind of entries in the upcoming videos. So see ya.